Hi, this is Julie. Welcome to Chocolate Therapist TV. I upload once a week, try to keep it fun, interesting, entertaining news about chocolate, nothing sad or depressing. And I also focus on nutrition, which is what we're going to do today, focusing specifically on how to set goals for maximum weight loss. Now, there is a specific way to do this, and it's not what most people do. And you're probably wondering, what is a person doing who has a site called The Chocolate Therapist advocating weight loss? So I will tell you a little bit about my background. I've studied nutrition my entire life, starting as a kid when I was an athlete and became very fascinated with the way foods affect the body. I started to kind of run studies on my body just to see how they would work. I like to read all the latest diet books, try them all, see how they work. I went on in college to study nutrition. I have my nutrition educator certificate from Bowman College in Boulder. I have a degree in psychology from CU Denver. And I'm also the author of a number of books, including The Chocolate Therapist, A User's Guide to the Extraordinary Health Benefits of Chocolate. And then I also wrote a book called The Last Damn Diet, a step-by-step guide to end your war with food forever. And I'm into creating a diet that naturally ends up in your ideal body weight, which is what The Last Damn Diet is all about. You create a program that works for you. Now, with regard to goal setting, most people are like, well, I'm just going to lose 25 pounds. That's my goal. Or put your own weight in there, whatever you want to lose. So people think that is the way I'm going to lose 2 pounds per week until I get to my goal weight, and then I'll be there. So you're always coming at it from a perspective of a person who, say, weighs 160 pounds and wants to get to 135 pounds. That's not the way to set goals for weight loss. The best way to do it is you have to begin with the end in mind. And this is something that you do no matter what kind of a goal you're setting. Begin with the end in mind. You absolutely have to focus on yourself as a person who weighs 135 pounds. Now, I'm just going to use that as an example. Put your own weight in there, like I said, whatever your weight may be, whatever your goal weight is. But rather than say, okay, I'm going to eat 2,000 calories or 1,500 calories a day until I get to my goal weight, what about just becoming that person right from the get-go? So instead of calculating exactly what you're going to eat, you ask yourself the question, what would a 135-pound person eat for lunch? What would a 135-pound person look for when they open the refrigerator for a snack? Would a 135-pound person grab ice cream at 11 o'clock at night after a tough conversation on the phone with the respective other or something else that's traumatized you? No, they don't, because they don't look to food for answers. They look to do other things that are more uplifting, better for them, watch a funny TV show, something that's actually going to help them rather than harm them in the long run. That's how a 135-pound person reacts to a stressful situation. So it's so important to begin asking yourself the questions. What do I do when I'm this weight? What exercise do I like to participate in? If you don't like to do any exercise at all, then that is the older person, the heavy person saying, no, I'm too lazy. I don't want to do that. Person that's on weight wants to do the exercise because it feels good. It releases endorphins into the brain. It makes you feel great to get into that fabulous outfit that you've been wanting to get into. That is the person who's 135 pounds, and the 160-pound person is like, I don't want to do any exercise. So keep asking yourself these questions. And I'm actually putting the questions down below in the notes, all the questions that you want to ask yourself, and you put your own weight in there of how to basically talk to yourself and trick your mind into believing that you're already the weight you want to be. I'm taking information out of my book, The Last Damn Diet, Chapter 9. It's all about goal setting and how to set goals for maximum weight loss. Now, there's also a section in here in the appendix about how to train your brain. Remember, I have a degree in psychology. I was also a certified hypnotherapist for quite some time. So I know about the brain and how it works. And then also how to essentially trick your brain into believing that you're already the weight you want to be. Now, one of the things about saying, oh, I'm going to lose 25 pounds, and you just keep going hard for that goal, what happens when you get to your goal weight? You've still trained yourself on, I'm losing 25 pounds. And so that's still set in your subconscious. And the only way to continue to lose weight once you hit your goal weight is to gain it back again. Why do you think 95% of the people who lose weight gain it back? To me, that's the number one reason to never go on a diet. Better to create a lifestyle that naturally results in your ideal body weight. Another thing I want to mention is if you are maybe 100 pounds overweight or you have a lot of weight to lose, it's better to kind of implement your program into segments. So let's say you weigh 200 pounds and your first goal weight would be 170. So you ask yourself, what would a 170 pound person eat? What would a 170 pound person feel like doing when they want to do exercise? And then once you've hit that weight, you go down to say 140 or whatever your next target weight is, making it realistic so that your subconscious doesn't put up the red flags and fight everything that you're doing. This absolutely works. And it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't matter what your goal is that you're trying to reach. Whatever you want to do, you have to pretend that you're already there. So whether it's a business goal or a weight loss goal or some kind of a personal goal or having a respective other in your life, it's always the same. The Last Damn Diet helps you create a program for yourself. I'm not a big proponent of extreme lifestyles. I just disagree with them. I think it's too hard for people to embrace another person's program when it's so different from who they truly are. This kind of helps you identify the foods that you like to eat, the exercises you like to do. There's all kinds of questions that you can go through to ruminate and find exactly what it is you need to do to create this program for yourself. Because admit it, you're never going to stay on someone else's program if you don't like it. This is just education in here. I'm not saying do it this way. I'm saying here's what I suggest, and here's all the information as to why I suggest doing that. Take it or leave it. And then you integrate the program that works for you. So with regard to goal setting, make sure you begin with the end in mind. It's the most important part. And I'm just looking for that prompt, that inner intuition that says this is what you do when you weigh 130 pounds or when you're a successful business person or when you have an amazing person in your life. These are the actions that you take. You already become the person that you want to be in order to get there. This is not the way any goal setting is being done or taught with regard to weight loss. It's like, I'm going to lose 50 pounds and that's how it's going to go. Why do people gain it all back? I mean, ask yourself. You're probably one of those people. You lost a bunch of weight and then you gained it all back and then some, because that's typically the way it goes. I've been the same weight for 25 years. And even before that, I wasn't much heavier. I kind of went through a little phase where I had to figure out exactly what to eat and how to do it. But I understand how to be the same weight. Just keep focusing on the person that you are as the weight you want to be. Look at pictures of yourself being the weight that you want to be and train your brain to remember exactly what that looks like. For all of the information that you need, all the questions, I put them down below in the notes so that you can just copy and paste them into your own computer and remind yourself of exactly what you need to do to get to the weight you want to be by already operating as that person. I don't care what your weight is. You definitely have to convince yourself that you already are that weight, and then it's not a struggle. You naturally want to do what that person does because you're already that person in your subconscious. Remember, here's the book, Last Damn Diet, step-by-step guide to end your war with food forever, creating a lifestyle that naturally ends in your ideal body weight, a healthy body weight for you. That's my goal. I'm passionate about what I do, and I really truly believe in it, and I live the way that I talk. This is my life. This is how I do it. Thanks for watching Chocolate Therapist TV. I upload once a week. Hope you subscribe to the station. Have a great day.